Hi, I'm Lagodzinski, and right now I'm going to get into sharing 3 social media marketing tips. So social media, it's your brand's voice. It's your way that you engage with your customers. You have to do it naturally. Photos, video, blogs, what have you. Those types of things are definitely a must-have. The 3 tips I'm going to share with you today relate to audience, content, and following. First and foremost, with audience, it's going to vary from platform to platform. And just to let you know, most of them are free. LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, they're all free. But you have to keep in mind that all of them have different audiences. For instance, Instagram is heavy millennial. LinkedIn is strictly business. What you want to take for this is everyone has to have a different kind of content and you have different audiences. But also you want to make sure that you make pages that you plan on updating. If you make a bunch of pages, it's good for SEO, but it's not great to have a tumbleweed going across your page when someone goes to your page. So make it matter. One last point about channels and platforms is you want to make sure that whatever you put together is relevant to your audience, your brand, and your industry. All right, so tip number 2, content. Let's talk about it. It's got to be fresh. Fresh like anything people love to eat. They love fresh. So give people fresh content, it'll help. Regurgitating content is totally fine. It's all good to be a curator and post cool things that other people like. But you want to definitely keep your pulse on the industry. Make sure you know the hashtags that are trending and try to jump on those types of things. But you want to make sure your stuff is fresh. New stories, new ideas are a must. Give them a reason to share your feed. You want to make sure that the content is relevant to your audience. It's very, very important to make sure that you have the right content on each channel. Maybe it's your personality, it's a good rant or whatever, but you want to influence people to want to see what you say and your take on the topic. Be bold, take risks. One other thing is experiment. Experiment. You don't know how many times it took me to make this video or this channel. It takes time, so experiment with different things, lighting and content and what have you. But also the last thing to give you about content is add value. Give people something that they're gonna feel works for them. If your audience is people who are looking at birthday cakes or cakes in the cake industry, give them tips on what are good frostings and what are good flavors. People will take that and they'll value that. My last tip for you is regarding following. You want to make sure that you find your inner boogeyman. You want to learn your followers' path. You want to know where they go. You want to find where they go and what they eat and what they like. I know it sounds creepy and all, but you want to make sure you find those things out so you can try to get them to come to your page. When you have something like a piece of candy, let's say this is your content, you want to lure them to your page and make sure that you can take them on a journey through your platforms and your website. I know it sounds a little creepy, but that's what really marketing is about, is find out your audience and what makes them tick. One other thing I want to tell you is you want to connect with relevant influencers, people who are very, very prominent in your space. If you give smoothie recipes, connect with the top healthy living accounts. That'll be a good start. Link your channel as much as possible with different pieces of content that you're putting out there. As we conclude here, social media is constantly giving, not promoting. Think of the last time you were somewhere, or maybe a sporting event or a concert or something, or somebody out there with a bullhorn. No one's really paying attention, everybody's just annoyed. You want to be more like the energy drink truck who pulls up and starts handing out free samples. Everybody stops what they're doing to get them. That's what I want to leave with you today, and now you're on your way to taking your brand to new heights. EM360 TV.